Brosplay!
Welcome back to Ruby's Axe. So I think I figured out what happened with this whole relic thing. Ring of Might, cool. That's a terrible way to indicate that a ring's there, that little shimmer. But I'm pretty sure what happened was this table came up as a glitch. I'm thinking that's why I saw it for a half a second. Because it probably came up before he was defeated. And then he came out and was like, oh shit, that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, because you got 2 out of 2, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't miss it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's find out what Ruby's Axe does.
Can you go... You have to use the power attack to make it work. See that?
So let's see if these are... Yeah, these are all the same attacks. It's the exact same as the sword. They didn't change anything.
Why would they change anything? It was already perfect.
Did I come in here just to fight him?
Yeah.
And get his axe?
Yeah.
Oh, so this was an optional area.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so, man, because you wait until we go back. Because I don't think I can do... I can't hurt him still. I can't get out of this room. So clearly...
There's no...
So I've won. He gave me this axe for winning his arena.
Oh.
So now that we go back through this portal, we're back to the regular world. Like, I think this was just side area.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that I mean, gives him some extra credit, but you don't get full extra credit for the guy looking away from me and standing there while I kill him.
I don't know. Yeah. Right. Now the portcullis should be open. I can continue my way and get out of these caves. So, yeah, he was part of the story.
Oh, so he... Oh.
I don't think they had the budget for optional areas, brother.
So when I come back here... Oh, this is open. Wow. Wow. I was supposed to know to go through the portal to fight the guy in the arena to get these gates open? Holy shit.
What the fuck was
Should
that?
I have done that?
Did you see that? You just,
What's happening,
you,
though?
Fired a pin out of it.
I don't know what changed. I wish I knew what that did.
Go and find something. I'm sure something is open.
But yeah, I think what happened was there was something jammed into it so it couldn't turn, and then as soon as I took it out...
Sure. I mean, oh.
Oh.
Well, that's neat.
So is there nothing down here? No, that's where I've been,
I love how
guess.
you're actually moving your hands up even when you go down.
That's the chain moonwalk.
Chain moonwalk. And are you supposed to go up now? This is what we mean by conveyance.
Well, I went down.
That was beautiful.
Retry. Let's see where this is going to take me to.
I feel like this is the type of game...
Oh my god, is this a game where you have to save?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yes, it is. I
There's
think.
no autosaves, are there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we're going to save.
I feel like this is the type of playthrough that people are going to watch on like a Sunday afternoon while they're like families making food and they don't have anything better to do. Like, I feel like this is going to be like in like the C playthroughs of our channel. Just because it is like such... It's just like you're finding interesting things every 15 minutes. Like nothing in between.
And they're interesting, but... Oh, fuck. I was really hoping...
Personally, like, in some cases, the Let's Player can make up for lack of interesting gameplay, but most of the time there needs to be some level of satisfaction from the game. At least
itself,
for me.
yeah. No, it is really true. You can't...
I don't know if you're supposed to go up.
There's no wood up there. I just see something on that ledge there.
Is that a pineapple?
Yeah, it's probably just something stupid.
I think this is where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, this is definitely it.
As indicated by
Hey,
these.
Ruby says hi.
Like, look. Oh yeah, they would be thinking that too. Is this thing doing ridiculous damage?
My last sword did 40. This does 50. So that's a big
Oh.
difference.
What % increase is that?
20, 25.
20%?
25.
25%.
Yeah.
25%, but now it's 20% of the original. I'm just
to go back would be 20% less. Yes.
25% more or 20% less.
Yes.
I love
look at that.
they made the health bars. They don't update the same way that the 3D models do. So the health bar is janky all the way down, even though the
because
character...
he's trying to follow him?
Yeah.
Okay, so we actually have to, like, I think the rest of the game is just getting out of these caves.
Probably.
I think.
How did we get here?
There was a temple. Remember the 4 crystals we put into the spider?
No.
Yeah, so we had...
I don't, actually.
Case in point. Yeah, we had to go and get 4 crystals. I was all about exploring, but maybe I'm not about exploring anymore.
Ooh. Wow. Look, they have a little spot in the tower, just like Dark Souls. This game's like Dark Souls.
A little bit.
Oh, cool. It's got chests. This game is just like Zelda.
The chests are a weird one because sometimes chests are great and sometimes they're really irritating. Like I find chests in Fable are awesome because every time you find one, like you know they're rare enough that it's not going to be annoying that you found them. But in this game, I find it is a little annoying because you find bullshit in them sometimes.
I think you're supposed to use the rope bow.
No, I think I'm supposed to just walk out. I was just trying to get whatever that thing is, but I don't.
Yeah,
care.
on that though. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Chests in
Realize that.
Syndicate are really weird because you're an assassin. So you're quietly walking up to a chest, and then they stand up and kick the lock off.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that seems strange for a stealth game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It also does that cardinal sin where it betrays its own tone and gameplay, where I extremely smoothly stealthed my way up to a cart, and then by no choice other than what it was not my choice. The characters fucked up, and I had to go on a what?
Sorry. What?
What? This story can wait because I am very erect.
I'm getting the hell out of here. Yep. Oh, that was janky. Oh, he pushed me off.
Did you catch my reference?
What did you say?
Are you not an NSP fan?
What did you say?
Brother. That was an Everybody Shut Up reference.
I don't know NSB that well, bro.
Brother.
Sorry, bro.
You're into Starbomb though, right?
I like them, yeah. But I'm not into any music really.
What's your favorite Starbomb song?
Starbomb song?
Yeah.
Probably one of the 2 Link songs. Oh.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
I can't remember which one. I think it's the second one.
I think the second one's better. The first one's weird because it's all about
The first one is all about
touching an old man's penis.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest what it's about.
No, it is. It totally is. I'm pretty sure it uses the comedy 3s, because the first time it's like, oh, that was weird, and the second time he's like, no, and then the third time he's like, shut up, old man, or something like that. I forget how it goes.
Yeah, it's very weird though.
But it's really weird, and if you flipped it around, if it was about Zelda or if it was about Link trying to get Zelda to touch his penis, it would be a completely different tone. Like if you had a female being pursued that way. But it's funny because it's a dude.
Oh!
You know what I mean? I think you're supposed to run.
Yeah, but I don't want to run. I don't want to run. I want this chest.
But the end of my story on Syndicate was that I was super smooth and stealthy, got my way up to a cart, and then the characters in the cinematic fucked up, and I got into a full-on cart chase where I was shooting at people with a handgun. And I'm like, Assassin's Creed, is it? Assassins.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. And that's the weird thing about Assassin's Creed is that you don't necessarily have to be an assassin full time. And just get... Oh, I did.
And that's what I'm so far enjoying about Ghost Recon Wildlands, is that they actually don't even have a tutorial. They just let you go.
This is so terrifying. Wait, Badlands?
Wildlands.
Ghost Recon?
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
That's what it's called?
Yeah. Wildlands.
Okay, I will say this is probably the most unique enemy that we've actually faced.
I would prefer to talk about Wildlands.
Honestly, I'm kind of with you on that.
No, it's a joke because it's not it's irrelevant commentary. That's the joke.
Oh, let's go.
Get it?
Let's go. I see what you did there.
Laugh.
That's not something we talk about all the time.
Have you heard Dane's fake laugh?
Fuck.
It's downright terrifying.
Probably.
If you heard it, if you were walking home at night and you heard that laugh from the distance, you'd run.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's like a Joker style.
It's like.
Oh, okay, I have heard that.
Except he has more of a deep
Fuck
voice.
you. Well, yeah. So it sounds more of like.
Plus he vapes, so you know he's got really good breathing exercises.
Yeah, you know he's hardcore, bro.
Damn, vaping is so cool, dude.
That's what I've been told. Okay.
It's also the loudest, most annoying fucking sound because we'll be talking on Skype.
Vaping?
Yeah. Him and I will be talking, and I'll be telling him a story, and I'll be like, "Yeah, so the other day," and then suddenly it's just like.
Oh really?
It's like
probably
loud
doing it
too.
right in the microphone.
It's like.
Though.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that was
this game.
Ah!
This game in theory is really cool. It's just the issue is that that was a weird time to level up.
Level 12. I didn't even know there were oh, maybe I didn't know there was levels. Okay.
I didn't know there were levels.
Cuz skills. Yeah, so I got adrenaline lasts longer and allows you to inflict 2 fatalities in a row. I don't know what that means.
That's when you like go into like execution mode. You actually like stab the enemy.
So I can do 2 of those in a row?
Yeah, I guess before there was like a cooldown or something.
Goblin gods be damned.
And I'm trying to figure out like the word for it. Or the term. Maybe intended full potential. Cuz I was playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate and I'm like, this is kind of boring. The fighting is super slow. Everyone takes like 100 hits. And then quickly I got some level ups. And suddenly I was running through people, and it was a lot of fun because when enemies came at me, I was able to take them out like movie style, like just like super quick and agile, and it was cool. I felt like an assassin. But before they gave me that shit, I thought, well, this is really boring. Like they didn't think about how this combat felt. But it's because they wanted to give you stuff. And I think that's an issue with a lot of games, is that the intended full potential can sometimes take too long. And most players don't think that the game has more than what they're playing.
Yeah, you don't realize the game's gonna change.
Yeah, have you heard of the vertical slice?
Like, is that something to do with video editing?
Well, see, I think it's a video game term, but you can probably apply it to a lot of things. It's when you can find some level of a game that incorporates every element of that game well enough for you to understand what you're going to be playing. So to say, like, this level of a game incorporates the vehicle combat, the stealth combat, the conversation points, and then some other thing, right? It's a vertical slice of the layers of your game.
Yeah, so it's essentially like a cross-section, if you will.
Yeah, kind of. But there are, like, generally a tutorial should be kind of a vertical slice. It needs to have all the themes, even if it doesn't necessarily have every element. Like a God of War game. That's a pretty interesting concept. In God of War 2 and 3, they give you all the shit you're going to have at the end of the game, and then they take it away from you.
Which is kind of...
I think it's a great idea.
Well, it's actually, in the second game, that's not exactly how it works. In the second game, they take away things that they never give back.
That's true.
Because they take away the powers that you had in the original.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. But take God of War, for example. The first level is a great vertical slice. It gives you the QTEs, the basic combat, moving platforms and puzzle-like situations, having sex with women under the ship. I mean, like, everything that the game has to offer is right there in the first level.
That's a good point. And it teaches you about experience orbs.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, though. It's hard to have
a
tutorial that's... Well, because also, if your tutorial is too much of a vertical slice... What the fuck
You are drowning. You are drowning.
I was drowning?
You were drowning.
Because I had no... I'm still drowning.
Every time I think this game is done... It's not. It's never done.
That is pretty hilarious.
Oh my
I was
God.
drowning because I used my fatigue already.
You know when you do something a lot and you see the small cracks in the issues. You'll see small issues, and then you go over to something like this, and you realize that
There's
this game
more
is-
than cracks.
It's more issues than things that work. Like certain things show up in like certain little bugs and stuff show up in Rainbow Six Siege pretty regularly. But compared to this, it's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, there might as well be 0 bugs in that game.
Yeah. Now that game has bugs like finishing a game, winning, but not getting any of the points or renown for it. Like you get to the screen where it's supposed to give you your points for unlocking stuff, and it's just like you got 0.
Oh.
And you're like, oh,
For real?
cool.
That's pretty disheartening, man.
Very. There's one character that is one of the only 2 people that can what we call hard breach, and it was so buggy that like 30% of the time their device that goes through like that hard breaches would just not work.
What?
It would like build up the way it's supposed to, where it's like it lights on fire so that everyone knows it's about to happen, and then it just would. That was it, like dynamite with a fuse that turned off.
Yeah, a dud. Just
Yeah. So a couple months later, like actually like more than a year later, I think they were like, "All right, we're entirely reworking this person's mechanic from the ground up so that it works right."
Huh.
And we're like, "Okay, thanks. Probably should have had that from the start."
Yeah, probably should have worked right.
But hey, I mean,
Speaking of secret areas.
cool. That was super secret, bro. I don't really like the concept of saying
You found a secret area.
Like, I
yeah.
think you can just let me decide that.
And it keeps telling me all the scrolls I find, too.
I thought that was underwear.
Aw.
Looks like a bra.
See,
it's yeah, you should have gone. That would have been so much cooler to go
I
for
know,
anything
man.
but
anything
melee.
other than melee.
Yeah.
And that's what really bothers me. You're that lazy, and now I'm talking to you, whoever made this game. You were so lazy that rather than take the bows out, you left them in as quote-unquote collection items for the other classes to get?
Yeah.
You're serious? Rather than just picking 8 points in the game where you want to give new weapons and then coming up with a weapon for every class, you decided to pick unique locations.
Oh wow, that would have been a way smarter idea.
That whole secret was so that I could go find a bow.
A collection item
Yeah.
that looks cool, but you can't use.
And I can't even see it in here. It
Wow.
won't even
Yeah, 'cause it's
show
not
me
usable.
them. Yeah.
It spawns bows. I just want people to take a moment to appreciate that the way that Derek was just speaking was how I talk almost every episode. And I don't think I've ever heard you talk that way. That's how fucking much it bothers him. That's a serious thing for someone who can get this far in the game without ever saying something like that. And to finally be like, all right, I'm putting my foot down. I'm saying something here.
Because that's the most consistent issue.
Yeah.
Right? There's been a lot of weirdness. There's been a lot of things that just seem janky, but that just doesn't make sense.
Design decisions
Oh,
are usually the biggest
my
issues.
God.
You're going to have to hold this.
Yes. It's going to be so ridiculous.
But that's a great example of how you have to plan things. How the planning stage is often more important than the execution stage. Like, if someone just said, "Oh, we'll just come up with a couple spots where we want to give a new weapon to each class, and it'll be different for each class," instead you littered every weapon throughout the entire game as though you can play it on multiple characters on one run, and you can't.
Yeah. It almost feels like you could switch between them.
It feels like they were going to. I think that's what happened. A lot of games do that. Speaking of Siege, Siege was supposed to be a single player experience, the way that every other game's been, or every other Rainbow Six game has been. And then partway through development, they decided they're going to make it an arena battle shooter, which turned out extremely well in its favor, but some remnants have been left behind, like one map that wasn't really supposed to be a multiplayer map, and as a result, pretty much nobody likes it.
Ooh.
Because it was supposed to be part of the story. And then there's this like one cinematic that they put at the very end of the situations that makes it seem like this game was going to be way more serious than it was. Because it's goofy as fuck. I mean, there's people with luchador headgear masks. Like, it's clearly intended as a lighthearted arena shooter. But there's this cinematic where this woman's like, "We're going to get these terrorists, and we're going to show them who's boss. They will not kill us on our ground." And it's like, what the fuck is this?
Got really editorialized really
the
fast.
tone is like way off. That
He didn't really
kicking
think about it.
That kicking still gets me.
Yeah, he didn't really think about where he was standing.
Well, he didn't know you could kick like fucking Conor McGregor.
Yeah, actually, this this is kind of funny. We're playing this right after we played Titanfall 2, in which people are actually able to effectively kick and do damage.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. Like you can kick people in this, but you don't do anything with the kick.
That's true.
You only hurt people. Can I block? I can block.
Did it actually stop the damage?
I'm not sure. I really was just trying to gather them for that.
Oh, I think Dark Messiah Magic and Might 2 is what we need in the works, man. Let's go, Arcane Studios. Take the polish that you applied to the other games.
Watch our whole playthrough.
Really get into like really run with the idea of throwing objects and kicking, as well as the way that this game uses the left-right attacking system.
Yes, that worked really well.
Expand and allow us to play multiple roles at the same time, and you'd have a fucking great game if you just executed it right.
Yeah, I don't really understand why you can't do multiples at once.
I think it was like a quick attempt at balancing. Holy!
Wow.
That went the wrong way. You see that?
No.
It was facing, like, the pointy end was supposed to be facing towards you, but it was the flat edge.
Oh. So that's why it didn't kill me, maybe.
Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know why it worked that way. Like, look at it. Oh, it fell. See?
Yeah, you're right. The flat edge did hit me. It's supposed to hit.
How do you fuck up traps?
Yeah, just when you come back to this game, put less restrictions, more options, and make sure that the enemies feel involved, and redo the lighting.
Yeah, lighting could be yeah.
Redo the lighting.
Enemies kind of need to be seen too.
I don't understand why in any way it was necessary to restrict you to one type of attack. Fable, I think, is a great example of how you can do all three and incorporate them together.
Or Skyrim.
Or Skyrim, but in Skyrim you kind of need to focus on one. Whereas this could have been a perfect game where you find an axe and all of a sudden it's viable for you to be a melee character because you have this sick axe. Or you find a bow and you're like, oh shit, now I can start shooting people because I have this wicked bow.
I intentionally balance myself out in games when they don't ask me to. I'll say like, oh, I'm not gonna, I won't silence this weapon because that would be unfair. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I know you've been doing that since
forever.
We were like 8.
Oh yeah.
Not that
because
we're the same
I like
age,
that. But... I like when you balance out a game so that LMGs are less accurate, more ammo, more damage. Assault rifles have accuracy but less ammo than that, and don't fire very frequently. While as submachine guns fire frequently, have low accuracy and low damage. That's a balancing act.
Except for the MP5, which is just the best.
In COD 4?
Well, in real life.
Oh, is it?
The MP5 is just the
MP7
masterful
too.
Weapon. I don't know much about that, to be honest.
It came out after.
Well, I hope. Be a shitty numbering scheme, otherwise.
Well, they don't have to necessarily be made by the same people.
They start at 10 and then they go down.
A lot of guns have M in them.
Yeah.
M4, M16.
That's a good point.
M1911.
You think it stands for munition?
I don't know. I think it stands for man. Because you ain't a man unless you got a gun.
When you get your M911, that's the first day you become a man. We were talking about the World Wars. We were talking about the First World War on one of our old episodes. And you were wondering what kind of weapons they had, and I just realized like the M1911 would have been invented already.
Yep.
All
it wouldn't
that time
necessarily
ago.
have been in rotation or circulation, because sometimes cost is a big part of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially when you consider, you know, even if it was in regular rotation in World War II. Yeah, thank God that was like an enclosed room.
I just love how collectibles managed to be like a difficult concept. Like you can actually
game
kick.
is a difficult concept.
Yeah, that's fair. But collection items should be the one item you can't fuck up. Like you can actually lose them.
Yeah, if I kick that off into the water.
It's one thing if you lose a collection item because it's actually like a timed collection item, like get to this thing after a certain time. Wind Waker, or not Wind Waker. Fuck, that was a big. All right.
I'm really hoping there's an enemy down there. So I'd love to hit them with a rock from up here. That'd be so ruthless. Oh, they're
Did you
expecting me to use a
Oh.
rope bow to get down? Fuck that. Oh, maybe I should have used the rope bow.
Probably. You can just heal yourself up. Get the old health back there, bud.
Takes me a couple health packs to do that, though.
That's weirdly conveyed. That looks like it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, that looked like I would get hurt by that.
You see, I think what they did, I think I understand
Whoa.
what they did here.
Sareth, whatever you do, don't show your new form.
What
You'll
is
never
this?
Take us back to Stonehelm.
Why is this hidden here?
Soul Drinker?
Yeah.
Don't you already have that?
Yeah.
So there's another one, in case you missed the first Soul Drinker.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound like a unique name for a sword. Tell me I have
It's
two.
my Soul Drinker.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, did you leave your Soul Drinker at home? It's fine, I have an extra one in the back.
Yeah, no worries.
And then she tells you not to use Demon Form. Have you even been using Demon Form?
How do you go into demon form
Exactly.
again? There. Okay, well, I know how to go into demon form so that I can scare my new allies off.
Well, no, they told you not to. Or I guess you were making a joke.
Yeah.
What were you, like, punching
he-
your chest there?
Oh, he looked like he hit himself in the face, too. I think he was trying to wave you into the boat.
Going to tell the nice man the truth, my
Ooh,
love.
that looks like the clouds that
I
we've
think
had
so.
in the last week. It's just dark clouds with these pockets of, like, bright sunshine.
Did you just reference real life?
Yeah.
It's not a real thing.
RL exists.
Reality, RL. Reality only exists when you choose. No, I'm trying to make this really fucking profound, but it's not working.
Who's rowing the boat? Right? I think we're just drifting, actually, because I cannot see behind me.
I think drifting describes this entire playthrough. Just kind of like, you know what? We made it to where we were planning, but we had no plan.
You know what? Thank you for joining us. Next time, cinematic, I guess.